let's move on to Toast. What do you have for us?
Speaking of Maos,
Yeah.
Yes. Yes?
yeah, I don't know how to pronounce this.
Yoroi-den?
I just call it
Yoroi-Shinden.
Yoroi-Den. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
watching. I watch
Yoroi-Shinden
Yoroi-Den.
Samurai Troopers, I think is the...
Yeah, sure that. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Spire. We're American over here and Canadian.
I apologize.
Over here we call it no, Ronin Warriors.
Okay.
Yoroi-Shinden
True.
Ronin Warriors. I don't know
Yeah.
who these Samurai Troopers guys are.
Hmm.
Did any of you actually
So,
watch Ronin Warriors? Let me start off with that.
Um,
no, I do not.
I think I watched like a couple episodes way
Good
back,
enough.
but I never really yeah. I never really dived into it myself.
Hmm.
Because back in the day, this was the trifecta of supreme anime on Toonami. Trifecta, maybe.
For those of you
Four,
who don't
maybe.
know, I think so Yoroi-Den Samurai Troopers, also known as Ronin Warriors, was a series in the 90s, I believe. Yeah, 90s, right? 90s by Sunrise. Um
1988.
okay, so late 80s going into the 90s. Sorry, I believe. Um about kind of these, I want to say, yes, like a group of, I want to say, heroes. It's like a
Let me
very,
Spire.
yeah.
Let me handle this.
Okay,
Back
okay.
then, Sailor Moon was for the girls, and Ronin Warriors was for the boys. It's literally that's it.
Samurai Warriors was kind of just like Saint Seiya's popular, right? So,
Saint
Mm.
Seiya,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
that? Never heard of
I was
that in
about to actually
America.
use
Sorry,
Saint
never heard of
Seiya
that
as an
in
example.
America.
Yeah.
We're not in
true.
Mexico and Spain,
Yeah,
near Southern
that's true.
America.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's so true.
I
So
was
yeah,
actually about to make the same comparison here, Saint
but yeah,
Seiya. Oh, yeah.
basically the back then the OGs OGs on Toonami know that I guess the trifecta of anime was Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, and Ronin Warriors. Also Gundam Wing, if you want to count it. Four, I guess. Yeah, yeah. Let's count the four. The big four of anime. Introduction to anime for the modern area were those four. Samurai Troopers, aka Ronin Warriors, probably being the least popular of the bunch, but I liked it. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so the story goes, it's a bunch of five dudes. They do Sailor Moon transformations and don their cool Yoroi, which means armor, and they fight the evil dynasty, which is basically the Demon King. What do they call him? What's the name of the old Demon King? Uh, I'm gonna talk like I'm gonna talk about Ronin Warriors. Back then we called it the Dynasty. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the evil
Okay.
dynasty. That's basically the story of the old Sam. Should I go more into it? Yeah. So there's
I mean,
five
it's pretty
dudes.
much just a Monster of the Week kind of series, right?
What was that?
Oh,
It's,
okay, okay, okay.
yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just a standard Monster of the Week shonen, right?
Yeah, there's five
Mhm.
dudes. The five main dudes have the power of the elemental armors, and then they fight the evil warlords, which had the power of, I think they were modeled after like the season, spring, summer, fall, winter. And then yeah, so
Okay, so the four colors. You're okay.
yeah, so uh you got fire, torrent, rock. They call that sky or halo, and I guess light or thunder. So five dudes fighting the evil dynasty, and they beat the evil guy. That's basically the backstory that all you need. So this series, Shin Samurai Troopers, as I'm just gonna call it, it is indeed a sequel set 35 years after the original Ronin Warriors defeated the evil dynasty and the Demon King. And in that time, uh, I guess they taught the government how to become Ronin Warriors, which is kind of weird, I guess,
Why?
just in case the dynasty comes back.
Okay.
So yeah, we're pulling a. Is it gate? Is it gate? You want to call this an isekai situation or a data life situation where after 35 years the seal to the demon world breaks, and now the evil dynasty's back with a new demon lord to fight them. What's the name of the new demon lord? Is it Ra?
Oh,
Whatever.
you're
The
about to
new.
say Rao.
Sure. No, it's what's the new guy? Whatever. The new guy. A
Is
new
it this?
demon
Mhm.
lord. Yeah.
Is it this
And
evil
so
looking fucker on Mal Ramaga?
yeah, is that his name?
Oh, okay.
That's what Mal says.
Yeah. So the new demon lords come out, and what they have to do is. So how it turns out is the after the Ronin warriors 35 years after the Ronin warriors, they taught the government how to fight back against the demons. So now, subsidized? You want to call them subsidized? There's a new subsidized group of Ronin warriors.
Like a
They're
government
basically
issued
taught them how to
squad.
use like their. So the Ronin warriors have two forms, I guess you want to call it.
Mhm.
Like they have their what is it called? The Under Armor form, which is their incomplete form, but they have like the basic armor. And then they have the full armor gear form, where it's just like when they're wearing their full armor.
Uh huh.
So the Ronin Warriors taught them how to use like this new armor gear thing, which transformed them into the under armor. And you have to have certain virtues, I believe it's called. I guess you want to call them virtues, in order to transform into a Ronin or into a Samurai Trooper, and to get the full armor. And how the government's involved. It's like, oh hey, they have government ads where like, oh hey, you want to fight back against the dynasty that might come back late, like in the future? Become a Ronin warrior today. So it's like I want to call it PMC. Well, no, not yeah, yeah, it's a PMC kind of thing where
So
they form this.
Are the Under Armour
They
dudes
form
just
this
like
what?
the like mooks, or are they just like grunts or whatever? And then the real
Yeah, they
dudes are
form
like,
this new group called like the DST, which stands for like Demon Samurai Trooper Squad and whatever. So
Okay.
there's a bunch of guys. They train. They made it a point to mention that the armor gear has a specific age limit
uh huh.
An
in order
age
to
limit?
wield it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you have so the
Is this
prime
mainly in
age.
the new one?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
I guess yeah. I don't remember this being in the original, but they mentioned that like
That's
the
weird.
prime
Okay.
it is the prime age of being a samurai trooper is 15. I guess that's the same age as the original cast.
Right. Okay.
Sure.
And if you go over that, I guess you suck and you die. I don't know.
Cool.
Okay.
This is where I mentioned this does feel like a Sailor
Wait,
Moon
if you
type
go over
situation.
that?
If you're too old, you can't maintain you
Wait,
can't
the
become
age count
a
is 15?
Child soldiers only, please.
yeah.
Thank
If
you.
you
Jesus
become like
Christ.
they well one of the characters that's like currently a samurai trooper slash Ronin warrior, he's the older one of the group, and it shows that like he's having trouble using the armor gear. So it's yeah, he's
Uh
too
huh.
old.
Okay, that's
That's
weird.
really weird.
I mean, but
It's like
it
this is
kind
some
of makes
Digimon
sense.
stuff?
It does make sense. Like I said, a Sailor Moon situation where the Sailor Scouts are, they're 15, right? Around that age.
I think so, like 15, 16, yeah.
Mhm.
How old is Seiya? 15 also, right?
I think, yeah.
This is the
I mean, yeah, it's a
so
pretty
yeah,
standard
whatever.
shonen trope, right?
Where
But
was I?
Yeah, yeah.
So the new current group of Ronin warriors, they're a bunch of newbies. They when the demon or when the dynasty attacked again, they don their undergear and they fight against like an armored dude. But it turns out they're ineffective because they don't they can't use the full armor, the samurai armor. So they completely lose against the one of the armored fellows they fight against. Except for the one guy I mentioned, the older guy who actually is able to don the armor. So he fights against this mysterious armored fellow. But then the mysterious armored fellow gets shot, and it's like, damn, who is this? He got betrayed by his demon comrades in the armor, and suddenly he's a human, and that's how you get your new main protagonist.
Wait, so huh? Wait,
Yeah,
so
I know, right? The story's whack.
he gets betrayed. Wait, so he originally was part of the dynasty, and then he gets betrayed, and then he decides to join the samurai warriors.
So it's kinda. It's like so. Yeah. The mysterious armored intruder gets defeated by a mysterious. Gets betrayed by his comrades and becomes human. And it turns out this guy, this mysterious demon that turned to a human, is named Guy. And
Wow.
when how's it going? What's her name? Whatever. So I mentioned that this was a sequel, right? So yeah, so I probably should have gone with this too. So Hanir, do you remember this chick that always hung out with the Ronin Warriors? This
Which
chick and
one?
this little boy. You don't remember them?
No. Are they like are there like returning characters? You mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
this chick that hung on with the original Ronin Warriors from 35 years ago has become the head of the organization that fights back against the demons. And so she still has the Jewel of Life. It's just this like mysterious Magatama from the previous series that seeks out like, the Ronin Warriors. And so when she holds it up to the mysterious demon that turned human, it turns red. Nier, do you know why it turned red?
Because he's the Red Ranger.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And so
Is this a
yeah,
direct continuation of like the old
Yeah.
yeah. This is like I said. This is a direct sequel.
oh, so
Yeah.
it's like you
That
have to kind
sounds
of
like a
also already have
really good
known
idea.
the story beforehand. This because right, it's like when
Kind
was the last one? The last one was like
like
way
35 years
back,
ago,
like
1988.
yeah, yeah.
But it's
It's
it's kind of hinted at it, I guess. You don't really have need to see in the original series, but I highly recommend you do.
okay.
But yeah, who knows where the original Ronin Warriors are now? Yeah.
Yeah, I want to throw it out there that
Pe-
the demon scene was going around like Twitter and stuff, and people were like, "Oh my god,
Mhm.
this is so crazy," and that's how I knew this shit was ass.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Cause like
Cause
after the
like they're like walking through and like civilians are like exploding and shit, and I'm just like, this series is gonna fucking suck.
Awesome, dude.
I feel
yeah.
like when you
So
when
yeah,
you have scenes of like when your show has to open with scenes like that, like I'm not gonna be a stickler where it's like, oh my god, like you can't show violence and shit like that. But it's like when you have to make it a point to be like, they're killing the women and children and their fucking heads are exploding and they're getting cut in half. Oh my god.
That's how you know
And
it's
it
dark,
doesn't
dude. That's how you know it's
necessarily look
dark
like
and
it doesn't look like
for men.
garbage, but I'm like, this shit's gonna be bad. There's no way.
so yeah, I did a bad job explaining, but yeah, basically, after the demons invade, there's like they call them the group of 10 braves, whatever. Get it?
Uh-huh.
10 braves, because it's a Warring States period, like
Yeah.
Sengoku period reference, whatever. So yeah, there's ten evil guys that pop out of the gate and start killing people. The main character being one of them, but he turns human, so he whatever. It's okay.
All is
He's
forgiven.
yeah. He's killed people, but it's okay
Okay.
because he likes Japanese pop songs from the 80s.
That's true. That's usually how you get out of murder charges.
For some
In
reason,
prison, yeah. Exactly.
there's a lot of the main characters sing a lot of this series, and it's all songs from the 80s.
Uh-huh.
Probably
Uh-huh.
because when the original Ronin Warriors sealed the gate, it was in the 80s. So the demon realm only has
But yeah,
music from Japan
that's the
from
only
in
culture
the
they held
80s.
on to.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like these are actual 80s songs. I don't know too much about those, but yeah, they're actually singing them.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I get whatever. Our main character got his name's Guy. He's a demon that got turned human, and the first thing he says is, "I want I want revenge on my father, Mermaga, because my father said one day he's going to use me as his vessel, because so he can use his true power. So he's like, teach me how to become a Ronin warrior." And everyone's like, okay, I guess.
Why would they do that?
Because when, like I said, when the main chick Yagyu,
Yeah,
Mai,
but
whatever
he
you want to
just
call
kind of
her,
like he kind of did just like kill a bunch of people.
but near when she gave him the jewel of life, it turned red.
But
So
why did she give
he
him?
has
Why did she give him the
because
jewel of life
she was like,
if he
I
just
have a
killed a bunch of
hunch.
people?
I have a hunch.
I feel like she should not be in charge if she's getting hunches like that.
Yeah, I
But
got a good
What
vibe. I got a good vibe from this demon.
so yeah, I mentioned that like each of the Ronin warriors have their own this virtue. So the red one has the virtue of Jin, which is like righteousness. So
Mm.
even though he's killed people, he's a righteous fellow.
okay, I don't know about that. But
Righteous murder. Okay. All right. That's an
yeah,
interesting one.
It's okay, Nier. He didn't know how that killing humans is bad because he grew up in the demon realm. It's
that's
like
true. You know, sometimes a kid just like murders a bunch of animals, and you're like, oh well, that's not a red flag at all. You know, he just
that's
doesn't know any
that's
better.
that's literally how they explain it. Like he doesn't know humans killing bad, so we have to teach him that.
Be
Everyone's like,
reformed.
"Damn, okay."
Dude, that's not
It is pretty lame.
that's not how
But
it
yeah,
works, man.
so that's him, and he's the first one to don his armor, other than like the old guy, because he's he's burning up with righteousness, I guess. Sure. So that's our main
Okay.
character. And then we have the other four. There's this bitch boy named Musashi Hojo,
He's
Okay.
who's oh, do you have the picture? I didn't give you a picture. I'm sorry.
he's the blue
Of the
one,
main
right?
cast. Yeah, the blue one. That's why I call him bitch boy.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
he's like he's good natured and timid. He's like, oh, we don't have to fight and whatever. And like, he's like, oh, I've never wanted to become a Ronin warrior, but I have to be because my Nichan wanted to become one, and I have to be strong like him. So yeah, he uses what is it? He uses the cyan armor of Waterfall, and his virtue is trust, I guess.
Mm.
Sure.
Mm.
And so, and then there's, let's go. Let's go to the other blue guy. The other blue guy with the pointy head.
Uh-huh.
His name's
Cool
Kaito.
blue hair.
Yeah, his name's Kaito Uesugi. You get it, Near?
Yeah.
You get why he's called Uesugi now?
Yeah.
Get
Because
it?
he's a samurai.
Don't you remember? Don't you remember Rand's quest? Uesugi Kenshin has the cool pointy hat too.
True. Iconic Rance character, Uesugi Kenshin.
Yeah, with the pointy hat. That's why he's got the
Yeah,
pointy hat.
true.
So that guy during the demon invasion, his grandma died. So he swears revenge against Guy. I guess.
These people don't really seem to have the best of intentions for becoming samurai warriors. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But near they all have the correct virtue, I guess. Sure. So yeah, he's a music enthusiast. His grandma died during the demon invasion, and he thought Guy did it, but it turns out Guy didn't do it. And Guy was like, "Damn, your granny had some good taste in music," and that's how they got along. Because his grandma likes rock and roll, I guess. But yeah,
Okay.
so he's got the sky armor, and his virtue is wisdom, I guess. I don't know why,
Okay.
because he likes music, sure.
Sure.
And then so the old
So
guy I
is
mentioned. So I got two
Mhm.
more characters to explain. So the older guy, his name's Ryusei Oda, and he's got the green armor of courtesy. Sure. So yeah, he's older, and he's like the I guess
The
the
mentor.
leader, I guess. Yeah, leader slash mentor. But he's having trouble with his armor, even though he's already got it. Probably because he's too old. And he's called Oda. Get it?
Yeah.
Like Oda Nobunaga. Yeah. But somehow there's two characters in green. that wear this green armor of Halo slash flat, lightning.
Surely
Gee, I
Oda won't
wonder
die.
why.
Surely Oda won't die and lose his armor.
Surely, even though he's so prominently figured smiling against the sunset in the openings and endings, it's like what the fuck, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's our 5 main characters. So far, the story's pretty ass.
nice.
Is it just like an episodic kind of thing with
It
like
goes
gradual character
way too
development,
fast. It goes
or
way
what?
too fast.
Is
So
is the
like
focus
first,
on the character development, or is it all the monster of the week kind of vibes?
there is a monster of the week. Like, yeah, there is a monster of the week, I guess. Like the first
Hmm.
episode, you meet almost all the characters.
Of course.
Okay.
Oh shit, I forgot one of the whatever. I'll explain him later. So yeah, you meet all the characters. You meet all four of the samurai, the Ronin warriors. You got Guy, you got Ryusei, you got Kaito, and Musashi, and they're all doing stuff during the demon invasion. Second episode, yeah, it's a recap and then some aftermath, and then the third episode they have a training montage, and then we meet our final member of the Ronin warriors, his name is Yamato Hojo, who's the older brother of Musashi,
Mm.
Hmm.
and he's the orange fellow. His virtue is justice. Sure. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know. There's, like I said, the story. It's not. I'll just say it's not as good as the original. See, some people might have liked it, but for me, it's not my thing. I have a myriad of problems with it. For like one, the pacing's pretty ass, I guess.
Hmm.
I mean, they're probably just
So,
trying to railroad into the fights as soon as possible, right?
Yeah. So
yeah.
this is a 2 course season or series. So
Really?
yeah. But to be fair, the story immediately at the beginning of the original Ronin Warriors was also pretty ass.
Hmm.
Like, I remember for the story goes like, oh, you meet all 5 of our Ronin Warriors at the beginning, and then later on they get separated and lose their memories. So they all have to like venture into all over the planet to find them again. So they meet up before they fight the big bad guy.
Hmm.
So like that was also kind of messed up as well. But I don't know. I'm just not feeling this story so far. It's like, for one thing, like I'm not liking the main character that much, really.
So is this main kind of like rush story the main problem you have with watching the sequel as opposed to like the original
There's a
series or
lot
the
of
original season?
there's a lot of alludes to the original series, like, oh, maybe it's the setting that like, oh, 35 years later that we're experienced with the demons from what we learned from with the original Ronin Warriors, and now we're ready to fight, but oh no, we suck.
Okay.
Because I should I didn't mention this either, but like the government issued like Ronin Warriors before we get our actual main cast. Turns out they're just a bunch of assholes who just wanted money.
Wow.
So like the 5 guys who like all have the current like under armor and can't summon the true armor. Turns out like, oh, they're a bunch of posers. Like, oh, get ready to fight, like evil dynasty. We're take you
Hmm.
down. Oh no, we can't. Our weapons are ineffective. We suck. And then like later on when they have to do like this evacuation thing, like, oh, we know you can't fight the bad guys without the true armor, so we're gonna have you do like rescue missions. All of them were like, fuck that. We're just gonna kill and steal all these jewels and make money. And I'm like, what the heck kind of
Based. Based as fuck.
like what kind of team is this? And like the only one who was like, oh no, guys, we should do that was Musashi, the the water guy, because he's part of the original team, or the original
Hmm.
team in quotes. And then they're like, no, we're gonna do whatever we want. And then they try to kill him.
Okay.
So I was like, like okay. And then like those 5 get killed because Guy breaks out of when Guy wakes up after like he turns into a human. He's like, oh, I want to become a Ronin warrior, and he kills the other 4. And I'm
Okay,
like,
so
what
he's
the
still
heck is
killing
this story?
humans. Okay.
Yeah, he kills
Okay.
the original 4, as in like the new original, like the government issued original 4, and he almost kills Yamato, but he gets stopped in time by the green guy, because
So it's a lot
he
of
wanted
like
to kill
weird
them to steal
conflicts.
their armor, their transforming gear. So that's that.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like I said, the story's all over the place. They should not have included these original 5 that were just bad guys in general, like in the first
Uh-huh.
place. And I don't think they really belong there.
Yeah.
It just
It's
sets up the main character Guy to be even more of an asshole than he should be, even though he's a demon.
uh-huh.
It's like, okay, man, I really don't think that was necessary, because in the original red one, Ryo, but it's pronounced Rio, but even
Yeah.
us Americans call him Ryo. He was a
Mm.
cool, calm, compassionate leader, and he would never do something like that. So I guess is this a passing of the, or is this the times of change kind of thing, where your leader, instead of being like cool, intelligent, wise, and like dependable Red Ranger, the Red Ranger now has to be like this brash newbie that's hot-headed and all of that.
Part of it, it's like it's similar to like modern superhero movies, right? The difference between modern superhero movies and like superhero movies like way back in like the, let's say, or not movies, I guess, but like series depictions in like the 80s, 90s, so on. It's just like there's a lot more there's a lot of this like weird emphasis these days on like, oh, I'm an imperfect human being and I have all these like issues that I need to get over, right?
Uh,
Versus
um,
a little bit more of the escapism
you could also,
previously.
I mean, you could also compare it to like a Power Rangers type thing. Or let's say Jason, yeah, Jason's cool. The original Red Ranger, yeah, he's cool. And then you have the new Red Rangers who are like hot-headed and brash and like do whatever they
Hmm.
want. That's like more of a 90s to 2000s kind of thing. It might be like that.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. Where am I going with it? So yeah. So I guess
Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't like Guy. Guy is not as cool as the original
Hmm.
protagonist.
But he's a fucking
Musashi,
badass demon that kills people, dude. Like, what the fuck?
yeah, but he's boring. He just wants to, my red hot blood's boiling. I want to fight. He's not cool.
What if they
But
gave
yeah,
him a shining, burning finger?
mm,
Then he'd be pretty cool.
but yeah, let's see. The blue guy, I'm just not feeling this cast just yet, really. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, let's see.
If you want to go over the
Yeah,
audio
I mean,
visuals, I guess.
I'm gonna fail. Musashi, the new water guy. He's like I said, he's a bitch boy compared to the original guy, Shin Mori, the original blue runner warrior, who was the oldest one, but he was like the most intelligent, really. And could you? I would say a good comparison to him would be like Sailor Mercury. Sailor Mercury is smart and she's level-headed and whatnot, but the new guy is just a bitch boy. And then let's see. The orange guys are kind of similar, so whatever. They're dumb. They're hard-headed, but they have a strong sense of justice, and they eat a
Hmm.
lot. Yeah. How about the dark blue guys? Yeah, they're kind of. No, yeah, that's another thing. The new blue guy, the new dark blue guy, Kaito. He's also kind of hot-headed, and he's like he holds a grudge. He's not, but he likes music. When you compare him to Bomba Hashibos, aka Rowan, who had the funny accent and the bow. It's again, this is a different type of character. And then I guess all the intelligence went to Ryusei Oda, the green guy, compared to the original, the other green guy, who's his name is Sage Date or Seiji Date. I want to say they're kind of similar. I don't know. Whatever. I just
Yeah.
I'll
Anyways.
whatever. I don't like the new cast compared to the old cast. Basically, yeah. Okay, audio visuals. This is a Sunrise Studio, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the sunrise.
Bandai Namco Sunrise Studios.
Yes, 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 yes.
And you can tell it's got that Bandai Namco money. Yeah.
How close is it to the original designs?
It's ass. I will say that. All right. Whatever.
It's not good.
Let's see. The old style, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it
Yeah,
good? Is
this
it
is
bad?
most
What's happening?
anyway.
Okay. What's happening? Okay.
I mean, if you look at the
Is
old
it good?
one, if you look at the old one, it looks old, but it's that type of thing. It's old, but it looks good. I'm just going to start. Whatever. I'll just say the old one looks
Yeah,
better
kind of like the
because
old like Saint Seiya kind of stuff, right?
the new one has a lot of colors.
Okay.
Like
The
it's
palette is different.
bare because like even from their hairstyles, they're all color coded correctly, and it's like, come on, guys, really? Well, to be fair, even in the old one, they were also color coded, but they had different colors. Instead of
Okay.
like I said, the blue guys have one's brown hair, the other one's is it near you want to call that green? Greenish hair?
Or what the old?
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, there's the blue guy and the other blue guy. They have brown one's
Yeah.
brown hair, one's greenish hair. And then Kento over there has the blue hair. Ryo has the black hair, and Sage has the blonde hair. But in the new ones, they're all color coded to just to be their armor color, and it's kind of lame, really. Yeah, when did Zeta Gundam kind of or hmm, was Zeta 80s?
Um. It was either like late '80s or early '90s, right?
Because now that I look at it, this is very yeah,
I mean,
1985.
that was just the style
Yeah,
at the time, right? So,
this is very Zeta Gundam slash double Zeta Gundam coded with these colors. Yeah.
yeah.
And compared to the new one, like I said, there's too many colors. It's too shiny. It's a lot of color saturation that's going on. If you look at some clips and whatever, I mean, I just don't like it. It's too much color going on.
The palette is too bright.
The palette is too bright. And when they like so up to when they have their Under Armor, it's all fine. But when they go into the true armor,
I mean, they're
their
basically
over
just
armor,
the
it's
fucking the big
CG.
armor is like it's like
It's
big
at
Lego blocks, right? Like,
yeah, it's bigger Lego blocks because it's all CG. They
yeah.
all suddenly turn CG, and it doesn't look that good.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, and I mean, I just don't like it. One thing is that they kept the cool clanks whenever they move in their armor, so I'll give them one. But I just don't like the CG when they move. Also, the most of the when, like I said, when everyone's in their armor, it's all CG. So when they're fighting, so when they're fighting the bad guys, it's all CG. Everyone's CG. When they're fighting like the monster of the week, it's all CG. When they're fighting the other guys in armor, it's all CG. And it's like, it's just not my thing, man. It doesn't look as good as the
Mm.
old
Or the
one, even though the
transformations.
I guess audio visuals. Anything else?
I'm
Any
almost done.
other lots?
I don't like the new audio visuals compared to the old one. They're just saying, sounds pretty cool. They're
Okay.
trying. Whatever. I found Here, this guy's got a short whatever. You can watch this guy. I just don't like it. They're trying to homage the original. It's not good.
So it's
Oh wait,
it's not like they don't have the money. It's just that their ideas for it, the vision was not good,
they have
right?
like the same when they do their actual full transformation scene.
Uh-huh.
It's very much almost the same scene as the original, but like
Hmm.
remade. But I just don't like it. It doesn't have the
Okay.
cool soccer pedals that are like giving you flashing epilepsy kind of thing. If if you know, you know. They try it, and then like when they transform, they have instead of bright flashes of light when they don their armor, they have like, oh, there's fire, there's water, there's rocks, and I'm like, okay. The soundtrack also isn't as good. Whatever.
Mm.
I'm just going. It's just a pale comparison to the original.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay.
Whatever. Yeah, audio
Well,
visuals. It's fine. Too many colors. I guess they're trying to invoke the what's the is it ukiyo-e? Would you call this ukiyo-e style
no, I
with the
don't.
colors?
I don't think. I don't know if
Uh,
it's.
I think
I
they're
don't know
just
if the
trying to.
ukiyo-e.
I think they're just trying to be really bright because it's geared more to
Yeah, yeah.
kids. But
yeah, I guess.
It doesn't. It's not that far away from what Sunrise usually does. It's almost like not card five Vanguard kind of like vibes. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like almost like
Yeah.
kid show.
yeah,
It's like kid show vibes more than anything else, which is in line with like if it's like if they're thinking it more, oh, this is like a Sailor Moon, like modern Saint
Like
Seiya, or not modern Saint Seiya, but like a modern
yeah,
remake of like Saint Seiya. Like,
I'll call it like a modern bright ukiyo-e bunraku type thing, like very Japanese inspired, like theater cinema kind of thing, because they do have like the sliding doors and whatnot. Felt
mhm.
kind of like a theater play, but again, it's just not as good as the original, and it's too bright because I'm an old man and I like my old stuff. What else? Uh, do you want the? Man, I've been harping on. I haven't even mentioned the voice actors. So, guy is voiced by Hiro Ishibashi. I don't know who you are. Oh, he's the main guy from Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. Good for you. Okay, that's guy. That's the red guy. Then you got Hojo Musashi, voiced by Ayumu Murase. Hey, that's
Yep. Yeah, we talked about him in detail before.
yeah. Who's that guy? He's
He does
He's Elendira, the Crimson Nail in Dragon Stargaze.
he does also, who was it, the orange hair guy?
He's Sanda.
The main guy at Haikyuu.
yeah.
Okay, but he's also Sanda.
Uh
And then
Hinata Shoyo, and then yeah, Sanda as well.
Oda Ryusei, the green guy, is Toshiki Masuda.
Hmm.
I don't know who this guy is. Idolish? No, I'm not gonna talk about Idolish. I don't know who this
Yeah,
guy is.
yeah,
He's Red Riot.
mostly
He's Red Riot
pretty
in Boku no
experienced.
My Hero Academia. Red Riot. That guy, Kirishima.
Mhm.
And then let's see, Usagi Kaito, the other blue guy. That's Inoki Junior. Junior Inoki. I know that name. He's the dog guy in Beastars.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, pretty experienced
And
voice
then
acting cast overall.
yeah, they're all dudes. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
One of the 10 Braves, the evil guys, is voiced by Tomokazu Sugita. I get that.
Mhm.
Whatever. I don't. Do you want me to talk about like the staff? I don't.
No,
No,
can
whatever.
we do I
Yeah.
guess
Oh,
any last words on
oh
the
yeah. The
series?
opening is Yoake by Blank Paper. I don't know who Blank Paper is. And then the ending is Power by 108. I can see why some people would prefer the ending over the opening, but I prefer the
Mhm.
opening. And then overall, man, I'm not feeling this series at all.
Okay.
I don't know. I came here looking for maybe it's because maybe it's because I'm an old man now. like I mentioned, like I'm not feeling the main cast. I'm not feeling the story, even though it's a continuation. I'm not feeling the animation or the colors or the soundtrack. I prefer the old style. The old style 80s Sunrise, Zeta Gundam, double Zeta Gundam, yeah, or all that. Um, Overall, I what score am I gonna give this? What's the mile score? 6.47. Is that good or bad?
That's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
That's
Yeah,
not
it's like
great for
really bad for
Mal.
Mal.
Like,
I mean, I'm gonna give it like I guess I'll give it a 7. Sure.
Okay.
That's pretty. That's really
That's
bad
pretty
coming
low.
from
That's
Toast,
pretty
by the
low
way.
for Toast.
That's
Yeah.
very low for
Like I
Toast.
said, I'm not feeling this. I'm going to watch this to completion because it's
Uh-huh.
Ronin Warriors. Ronin Warriors was like one of the best. I really like Ronin Warriors and whatnot. I'm really not
But
feeling
it's
this
just not
series.
good. Yeah,
I
okay. It's
mentioned
just not
I
good.
mentioned this to Nia earlier, but I think that compared to these 3 episodes, I honestly believe that I like CV's The Sound of Heroes much better than this series so far, and they both have like a similar premise and story. With like the older
Okay.
experienced guy, you know, and then like the new guy. Honestly, I even might prefer, yeah, like I really prefer the story of CVS over this, like currently.
Mhm.
And like I even like that cast better so far than this. And that's a hot take. Because
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah,
All
like
right.
overall
Well.
I would not recommend this to people who like the original Run
Mhm.
Warriors. It's unless you really have your nostalgia glasses on so far, like you might like it. I personally don't. Also in CVs, they actually have good songs in that series. Just saying, like,
Yeah. I mean, this is not a song-based series. It's like a battle-focused
Spire,
thing.
I
So.
did mention that
I mean, the
every
demons
time
are
they
apparently
fight, they're
singing, right?
singing.
So,
They're actually singing in
Yeah,
this series.
but this.
Like
Yeah.
like the main guy when he was a demon and he was slaughtering people, he was singing an 80s song that I don't know the name of. And then when he's
Mhm.
fighting, he's also singing a different 80s song. Cause one one of his most treasured possessions is like this 100 hit songs from the 80s from the demon world, which is just Japanese songs.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, so
still, that just because it has singing, it doesn't mean it's. I think Seed is a lot more focused on the singing part. So,
yeah, 7 out of 10. I do not recommend this if you watch the original Ronin Warriors. Some people might like it if you want to start out fresh, but I personally don't.
okay. I guess on that note, thank you very much, Toast. He covered Yoroi-Shinden Samurai Troopers. So this is Ronin Warriors, I believe, is the official localized title for it. This is a direct sequel. This is not like a spin-off or like a reboot or anything. This is a direct sequel of the previous.
Let me hit you up with
Uh,
here. I posted this clip. Here, let me hit you up with the original transformation. This is sick.
yeah. But it is essentially based off the old late '80s, early '90s series. Again, based off of Ronin Warriors. Kind of similar vibes to Saint Seiya or like Sailor Moon, stuff like that. Obviously, very good in pretty popular in the during those times. They decided to just kind of boot it back up again. And this is the sort of unfortunate result that we got. Obviously, if you do want to kind of invest time into this series, please do check out the original series. As instead, I think
Yeah,
Toast would probably
hell
recommend that.
yeah.
And then just to get into it again, it is pretty similar to that sort of like kind of action, kind of henshin, say armor, that sort of vibes. So if you do like that, please do check the original material out.